Well, Al, every time Al directs a movie, it's about the place that he's been before. So you can't give him a screenplay and say, Al, do you want to direct this movie? He doesn't see himself as a director. He sees himself as a theatrical play actor. He can take the plays like Chinese Coffee, Looking for Richard, and turn them to the movies that he wants to, or interpret rather. So it's very easy for him to be in a movie and direct because these are the plays that he's done before. Salome, he's done it 4 times on Broadway for 20 years. So he's very familiar with it. As a movie, it's a different kind of technique and approach. One thing you're going to see about Al is his humor. I mean, you're going to see so much humor in this film because he's a funny guy. And people don't know him because they don't get to see him. He doesn't do that many interviews. Al is so funny. I mean, it's just like, I have so many outtakes of Al, I can't use, but it's brilliant. That kept you going. And plus the fact you're going to really see his process as an actor, as a director. How much he's passionate and how contagious he is for someone like him that he will give to you in that respect and you want to grab it and go with it.
Do you have one quick anecdote that illustrates just how funny Al can be, your favorite Al story?
A favorite Al story I can say, the funny thing was when I once said to him, Al, you're giving me a heart attack. You're really giving me a heart attack with all this chaotic going around, no script, no budget, no schedule. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm landing. He said, I'm not giving you a heart attack. I'm giving you an art attack. So, all right, thank you. Al Pacino discovered Jessica Chastain, and she was unknown, and she was an actress who was brilliant, studied in Juilliard in New York. And Al, basically, she walked in, and she was just a winner. I mean, she knocked everybody out, and the chemistry is just there on screen. You either have it or you don't. It's just Jessica is unbelievable. She's on.
And what else have you got coming up with Al? I know you're always working on lots of things.
A few things working. I've got a drama, a comedy. I've got Modigliani, not a biography, but a slice of his life. I'm working with Al. I've got King Lear that we're working together, and hopefully I'll find something slightly more commercial, if it doesn't drag me into it.
And obviously, King Lear is a massive challenge theatrically and cinematically. I mean, how are you kind of feeling about that at the moment?
I did The Merchant of Venice, so I think as far as challenge, nothing is going to be as challenging as Wilde Salome, really, because I didn't have a script. Because everything else, when you have a script, really, logistically, it's not that complicated. It becomes complicated if you have the wrong people, or the wrong management, or wrong team. So King Lear, believe it or not, I would love to do 10 King Lears compared to Wilde Salome, because that's a hard battle to go. Because you know a script, hard to do. It was mostly a lot of passion to start with, and obviously having worked with Al before, having worked with him, so I was kind of a 4 or 5 step ahead of him when it came to knowing what he wants to do. So that's why we kind of very much blended together in the sense that I was 2 steps ahead of him, then I would go 5 steps back, I would catch up with him. But the complication of the film was the challenge. I mean, we were making the film, the documentary, the play at the same time, and hence when you see Wilde Salome, which is really the documentary behind it all, you'll see the chaotic, and that's all organic, it's all real, and that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. I have to say, out of both of them, you mean Salome and Wilde Salome? Well, Salome is obviously the play, the nucleus of the whole story. To me, Wilde Salome is the masterpiece, and for me, Salome is a masterclass. It's very theatrically directed, which is what Al always wanted to, and the performance is unbelievable, especially Jessica Chastain, who shined and was discovered by Al. And he did a brilliant, brilliant job. As far as Wilde Salome goes, it's layers of Al Pacino that you've never seen before. It's his DNA all over it. It's something that you watch Wilde Salome now, you can watch it 5 years from now, you learn something else. You keep watching it and watching it. Some movies you watch a couple of times, you said, I'm done for the next 10 years. It's Wilde Salome, I'm not just saying this, but you can learn so much by seeing really every layer of what really, it's about Al's journey.